What is up?
What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
You're really putting it forth, man. What did you get a new mic?
Yeah. No, I had a reel to get some good success, so that felt nice waking up to that.
Yeah, man. Got some bass going on up in here.
Oh yeah.
Say it with your fist.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brick World. Good morning, panel.
Good morning, Hive.
How's everybody doing today?
Good morning,
good.
Drew.
Good morning.
Yeah, another wonderful Sunday with the Good Morning Brick World crew and all of you. As you know, as always, we appreciate all of you being here. Before we get too deep into the show, I want to go ahead and say hello and thank you to the replay gang. As always, you guys truly represent Good Morning Brick World, and we appreciate that. Also, we are on Spotify now. So if you holy, that's a nice ring. So if you are over on Spotify, you can find us over there. If you would like to please support everybody on the panel, their links to their channels and whatnot are in the description. So go over there and support them any way you can. If you'd like to support this channel, besides just watching and liking and stuff, if you'd like to throw any kind of monetization my way, you can do that through super chats or become a member. There are different perks to things. And we also want to promote something else. Let me get this link here. Drew, what's that?
Say, get this link.
We're putting a link in the chat, and it is you want to go ahead and throw out a description, Drew?
Drew, come with that energy. Come with that energy that you had the other night.
You know, boys and girls out there, you really gotta get these t-shirts. They are amazing. Let me tell you, brother.
There you go.
Use 10% my name, Drewbrickz with the Z at checkout for 10% off your order. So might as well go pick up these awesome t-shirts.
Yeah,
which
man.
Now he
right?
just released this on the backside with the Phase 1 Clone Trooper on the front. So definitely worth it.
Did you order that one?
No, not yet. Not yet.
That's the one I got on the road.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, as the ACOB boys say, it's a heater,
right? Absolute heater. Here's the link, everybody.
There you go. Yeah. So there's Drew off the ropes with the t-shirt merch. So our topic today is going to be diversity in Lego. Nothing too spicy, but it's just something that we really wanted to talk about because there's different avenues to talk about with it, whether it's in real life or actually in the toy. But it's just something I think is really important to talk about. And Lego's been doing a pretty good job with a lot of stuff as far as representing, whether it's the different color of your skin or, if you have a disability, stuff like that. So, but there are other things, that, they might be able to do better. So we're going to discuss diversity in Lego for the topic today. We'll get into that in the second hour. But as always, let's get into the good mornings and say hello to everybody, as is tradition. Macro Bricks, replay gang. We appreciate that, man. I do believe that started on a couple of Brickheads too, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't really see anybody talk about it before, except for over there. But we appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here.
They start everything.
Well, I will say, as far as language goes, Sean's really good, man, with just coming up with catchy phrases and one-liners and stuff like that. I mean, it's like a talent. Because he does it on a regular basis. Nick and Bricks says, what happened to Friday night's rant stream? I don't see it uploaded. Well, so the Hive streams, actually all the Hive streams, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, all the Hive streams, anybody can watch them for the first maybe 24 hours. Sometimes I let it go 48 hours and maybe even sometimes a little less than 24 hours, just depends. But
depends on how hot they are.
But I make them for members only after a certain amount of time, just because that way members don't have to rush. They can go back and watch it later or replay it or whatever, And part of it's because it's pretty spicy stream. But the other is just something I like to do for members. So, but that's where it's at. Multigasm Geek, good morning to you. Pre-play gang also. Thank you for being here. One Brick Stud. Good morning, good morning.
Morning.
I appreciate
Good
you. Brick Lock.
Good morning.
Mr. Lincoln, what's going on? How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Christine
Good morning.
Harper, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Man, I don't know if I can keep that up. It takes a little bit more
A lot of
energy.
testosterone up here.
You gotta bring a lot more energy to this.
Come on, brother.
Would you like to do the welcomes? Rich, can you do a better job than I?
I mean, I guess sometimes I have a little bit more oomph to my good mornings, but most of the time they're pretty chill. I feel like I do enough. I get enough energy out when I get it out. I usually have enough energy for like 1,000 exploding suns, so I usually keep it barely contained. So Christine Harper, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Andrew Phillip, what's up, Brick and Brood?
Mm.
Our man that has our live stream calendar, usually on a pretty regular basis. But yes, as always, we appreciate you, brother. Click and Cliff, what is up?
Yo,
My
Cliff
Bricks and
up,
me,
Cliff.
good morning. Andre, what's going on? How you
What's
doing?
poppin'?
What it is, yo.
Was that a different? I can't remember because there was an Andre on
That's
April.
him.
Oh, it
That's
was him.
It was last
Yeah,
week.
because the names
That was Andre.
changed. Because so, but I was like, boy, whew, I was like, that was a great show. I mean, it's always a great show, but yeah, it was great seeing Andre on there. Trevor, what's going on? Good morning to you.
Yeah,
Let's see here. Jesse's Brick Galaxy. He says, yo, let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's
Pink
poppin',
Wheels,
yo.
good morning. I like the little picture there with the sun coming.
And congrats
I
again,
know.
Pink Wheels.
Congrats. Here, let me put my drink down. And also,
what happened?
she is no longer on chemo.
Oh,
So,
congrats.
yes. So that is a super duper thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a, I've never had to go anything like that, through anything like that, but from everything that I've seen and stuff, you got to be a strong person, man, and be able to, to do that. So yes, that is an awesome celebration. Whiskey 488, what's going on, Wayne? How are you, my friend? Camel City Brick House says, good morning, Brick World, with the yawn. That's a big yawn. Bearded Brix, what's up? Dude, Jude, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for being here.
He should get a promotion.
Let's see here. Rusty, what's going on? Good morning to you. Miss Amby, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Let's see here. Walt, what's going on? Having such the great comments. I gotta tell you, I really do enjoy your comments. They're very thought-provoking. Even if it's stuff I might not necessarily agree with or whatever, you always bring up good points. Very articulate. Walt, I've mentioned in some of the comments, like one day, when the time is right, we should have like a debate on some stuff that we kind of disagree with. And I say that because the one thing I like about Walt is like he's very respectful, even if some of his comments or his points are I don't want to say harsh. Harsh isn't the right word, but to the point, I guess, maybe.
Direct.
Yeah, direct. That's a better word. Thank you. But when I say I like to debate people and stuff, even though obviously I can get passionate about things, but I like to have good faith debates. You know what I mean? Not like don't walk into a debate just saying like I'm not going to change my mind no matter what. It's like, no, if you present a good argument or whatever, But anyways, none of that. But just want to say I appreciate your comments and stuff. So where are we at? Johnny Builds.
Ooh.
Howdy. Good morning. How you doing? Let's see here. Lego Longoria. What's going on? Good morning.
Longoria.
I think I caught up to the comments. Well, says thank you. I would love to debate you someday. Rock on. Yeah, man, we'll set something up. I wanted to do a show. I don't know if that's the right word, but like maybe a live stream, maybe a recording, and I can edit it or something like that of a debate. Just debate somebody every once in a while, and like I said, because I also like to watch good debates, you know, because, you know, like I said, as long as you bring some good facts and stuff to the table, man. So, yeah, like I said, I think we got to the bottom. Much calmer stream than the other night, I take it. If you're talking about a Hive stream, yes, it's definitely a night and day kind of thing.
You
Dude, Jude,
you just put in
what the?
Hey,
Happy birthday, dude, Jude.
Happy birthday to
Let me write it down. Let me write it down.
Drew's on 1,000.
I know he definitely had a little something extra in his coffee today.
Makes it something.
Dude, I'm gonna write this down so that way we can put it in the celebrations.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, I mean, keep.
It's minute you started.
But happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Let's see here. There was something else. You know, I think I forgot to get my picture for the news.
You got time.
Oh my goodness.
It's so good to be back this week. After I was sabotaged, I think Rich did something to my Wi-Fi.
Rich, what are you doing?
But it's working now.
Can you imagine if you was just out there like being all sneaky, just with scissors or something? Clip.
That's what I did.
No, you today.
Clip.
I sent a drone to her house with a pair of scissors.
Bottom.
You know, I remember my neighbor was losing his mind because there was this drone that kept flying like over our area, and he was just losing it. And I mean, I don't really go out that much, so I just didn't care. But yeah, he was.
That's hilarious.
Well, I wonder, like, are there laws for stuff like that? Like,
nope.
Yeah.
Considered airspace.
Yeah, you know, it depends on where you fly it sometimes.
well,
Yeah.
I know, but okay, but there's still got to be some sort of, because look, then you could fly right, like what, 7 feet above someone's lawn.
Yeah.
And just be like, well, I'm in the air, so it's airspace.
It may change state to state, but
It does.
technically you're supposed to register it to whatever national airways or whatever.
'Cause I agree
especially
with-
like in big cities, you're not allowed to. Like if you go to New York and try to fly it, no, that doesn't work. LA, you can't fly. You can't even really fly it at the beaches unless you have a permit to do so.
Well,
Because I agree with Rich to a point. Because it's kind of like sea, you know, the water, you know what I mean? But I know there are some, you know, for instance, like clearly you can't fly like a drone, like throw like over like air, like military or something like that.
Yeah.
Or,
No, you should
even
do
like
that.
an airport.
You should do that and then film it because I want to watch it.
So I went to visit a client of mine, and they're in Greenbelt. And if anybody knows the area, you have you have a lot of protected federal area over there, and especially Nassau. So the police, I mean, he was just having fun, you know, and an empty lot. The police flew and told him he had to shut it down.
Well, I'm curious also
space,
because right next to us is a small airport, but right next to that is Lockheed Martin, and it's
fly
like
a drone that way,
dude. Oh my gosh! So like I've always known about Lockheed Martin because ever since I was a little kid, I've always liked the SR-71 Blackbird. It's similar to the same thing the X-Men use. But yeah, but there's like their headquarters and where they build and everything is here. Like they have these giant hangars and stuff. But my buddy worked there, and he told me they have like these massive underground tunnels and stuff, and like they work on all kinds of crazy stuff for like the government and everything. But yeah, I bet you can't fly a drone over that either.
Try it though. I want
Very interesting though. Very interesting. See, I love stuff like that. When you learn new stuff. Steve Weiser, good morning. How you doing?
Poppin'?
But again, happy birthday, dude. I hope you have a great day. I see everybody wishing you some happy birthdays. Titanium J, what's going on? I've been having 2 Titanium J's lately in the Good Morning Brick World intros. Him and his I want to say doppelganger, but it's I used to call him alternates or variants. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hobby Hooligan, what's going on? How you doing? good morning. I think I saw some other people jump in too.
Exactly.
Amberlaya, what's going on, Amberlaya?
Hey.
How are you? I was lurking a little bit in your stream last night.
Hey, Amberlaya.
Guys chatting about some Lego. Who else we got in here? Southern Brick Guy says, "Good morning, Brick World. Digging the new space brick, babe." Oh, look at that.
You can see it
Look at
now. Last week I had a what happened?
Last week, no one could see anything.
Right. Proud of it.
I will say it does look magnificent.
Thank you. There are 36 cubbies, so I'm filling them all. And
Why don't you have a picture of me back there?
And me. Why not me too?
Cutting the roses. I didn't. I got clowned on London Bricks the other day because I had a full size picture of myself. Well, it's my profile picture. It's like the logo.
You should sign it.
It has Brick Babe in the corner. It's already.
Drew's just messing with you.
That's like one of them. What are they called? Whenever you go, like you're acting and you hand out that piece of paper that has your face on it.
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Oh, headshots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
And
was
it has pink hair. I just love it.
I was messing with Mrs. Hive and I was asking her the other day about what would you say if I wanted to have like some big painting of me, like, you know, or doing some weird pose or something, you know, like hanging up there in like the foyer. Like, so as soon as people walk in, they just see this big painting of me. She's like, nah.
Just in a big chair, just leaned back like this with just the robe going down.
Even
That's
funnier,
hard.
man. You know what? Years ago there was a movie called Dodgeball, and Ben Stiller was in it.
Yep.
And his character was like a jackass, but like he had a big painting of him like grabbing this bull by the horns.
That would be sick, though.
I love on Talladega Nights whenever they walk into his house and he's got his like family portrait up there on the wall.
Yeah, that's another good one. Oh gosh, let me take off my glasses. God, I'm in tears a little bit. I miss old school comedy, man.
Yeah.
It's so direct and funny. Oh man.
Real,
Where are we at? Glamour shot, Johnny Build says. There you go.
Thank you.
Glamorous.
yeah.
Steve says when your drone gets shot down by an F-16, you messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great video, though.
Yeah. Good footage.
It'll go viral.
Can you imagine just telling the government you could get arrested? I did it for the views.
I did it for the view.
I did it for the views. My channel, please.
You don't encourage Drew this morning.
Oh man. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess we should, go ahead and do the thing, right?
No.
Well,
News.
I don't know how exciting the news is going to be today.
Well, they just dropped the Darth Revan, right? Or
Malik, right?
Darth Malik.
Hold
There
on.
we go.
I think I screenshotted it because
Boom, you don't have to.
Dude, look at our news guy. God dang, Rich. Because I forgot.
Look at that guy.
All right. I want to just let this sink in because this is my first good viewing of it because I saw the fuzzy version.
I just don't like how plain it is.
He looks like Santa, like a bad Santa.
I
thought this was for like.
Actually, you're right. From behind, he does.
I'm not getting Santa, more like ninja vibes, but not Santa.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Like the Last Dragon.
I will tell you
that
this:
Squid Games. What's that?
if I can get this guy easily, I'll snatch him up.
Yeah,
But,
same.
but I will tell you, for the most part, with these 25th anniversary figs, I just don't. I'm not gonna be going hog wild trying to buy all these sets up, trying to get them.
I will.
And this one is the one that's coming with R2, and I've already.
I've already looked at it. You're probably looking at like $1,000 for the whole entire fleet.
No.
Wow.
Well, I don't know what for the whole new wave coming.
Oh. I thought you meant just to get all the 25 anniversaries.
No, and the other thing I really don't like is I don't like how they don't have the 25th anniversary logo printed on the back of them.
Oh,
well, that's something I think a lot of people are the opposite.
I'm happy that they don't do that.
Yeah,
They
I'm
actually
glad
look like a figure.
They got them on the plaque or the the plaque stands or whatever. So that's good enough for me.
I would have just liked the consistency from being the 20th.
And is it me, or does it look like he's smiling?
He does look like he's smiling a little bit.
Like, I'm never gonna unsee that, dude.
It's kind of his cheekbones, though.
But yeah, I mean,
it looks like the Joker's face was repainted.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, look, the reason I'm being very careful and treading lightly with what I say here, even with criticism, is because I know a lot of people are going to misinterpret this. I know Lego definitely would misinterpret this and just be like, well, I guess they don't want any new figs.
Yeah.
Screw them. And it's like, no. It's not that, man. It's just like, I'm just not excited for this one. It just doesn't look that rad to me, man. Give me another Darth Revan or something. I don't know.
The face print looks kind of cool. I just don't like the outfit.
Yeah, and when I say I don't really like it, it's not because of the actual aesthetics of the fig. It's just not my bag.
Yeah. It just kind of reminds me of the like old school Vader we had when Vader had like that white printed face.
Yeah.
This one has his pajamas on.
Yeah, and I don't hate it. I just
we get Count Dooku in pajamas.
I'm not excited for it. That per se.
My gold robes.
Did they actually was that first Fives a fake one, and then this next picture in this series of Instagram posts, is this the real one?
No,
it looks better.
That's Rex. Or no. Yeah, that's Five.
That's
Sorry,
Five.
That's the real Fives.
Okay, that looks a lot better than the other one. I think, unless it's the same thing.
I understand. Like I've been mentioning this a billion times, man. I understand and I sympathize and I support my cloner buddies.
Yeah.
When they have criticisms, even if I agree, even if I'm like, well, I don't think it's that bad, but I complain more than anybody, so I always support them. But I personally, I don't have any beef with this fig, but I'm not into the lore as much as them, man. So when they see that helmet, it might make their eye twitch. It doesn't make my eye twitch, you know.
I'll say, like, I'm probably at the same level as those guys and how they feel about stuff, but I don't know if it's just because I've bought in so many Clone Army customs or whatever. Like, if I want a premium exact fig, I'm not going to Lego for it. I'm going to go to Clone Army customs for it. Well, it's going to be perfect.
That's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't understand though. Lego has to mass create this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if you want a good one, go to Clone Army Customs. And when the figure's $40, don't complain. You wanted a good one.
You know the thing. I've been having this inside battle about this subject because I understand to a point what Rich just said about mass producing. There's obviously different production stuff going on, even though I still feel it's more about the end result. But the other thing that he just said, and I want to really repeat that because I also agree with this. He said, if you want a good one, go to Clone Army Custom. If you want a good minifigure, go to Clone Army Custom. It's different. You should be saying, if you want a good minifigure, you get it from Lego.
Yeah.
So even though technically the Clone Army Custom is still technically Lego product,
But here's the thing that people like you also, or I'm not going to say you, but a lot of people don't understand. Has anyone, I know I have, has anyone actually seen like the Clone Army Customs order, like the order form, like what you can get? They have over like 2,700 different SKUs. That's how detailed they are with each thing. Lego hasn't done 2,700 Star Wars minifigures.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing is with Lego is mass producing this stuff. It's just you have to have a simplicity to something that you're mass producing. It just can't be the perfect thing all the way around all the time. And it's not going to be, especially when you're like, oh, well, his ammo pouch is a little off, or oh, his leg printing could have been a little different. So what?
Yeah, and that's why some things bug me, and then some things don't. And even some of the things that bug me don't bug me necessarily. I just understand the point more when other people are criticizing it. But yeah, this is definitely a subject I would love to get into more a deeper subject more with a few different people. You know what I mean? Just to kind of bounce some debate or bounce some ideas around or something, like, because there's some, I feel like I want to find the middle ground where there could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where, again, I'm going to talk in very broad strokes here for a second, but just to relay the point across is like, if Lego didn't have themselves so spread thin with sets and all this other stuff, could they focus more better stuff on some themes? Like, if they didn't have a billion other themes or whatever, could they make certain clone troopers better, or not even just clone troopers, but other stuff in general? But so it's obviously just not worth it, right? Or just not really feasible, because even you wouldn't make as much of a profit or something. So there's a lot to discuss about that. But real quick, I wanted to say hello to a few people. I saw some new people on the chat, including Richie, our Toy World. Good morning.
Hello there.
Two Humble Bricks. Good morning. How are you? EMS Bricks, also known as Renee. Good morning.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Also, let's see.
Jordan, Brick World you have. Very good. Donations we appreciate. Appreciates donations we will.
One Brick set says Lego Star Wars has peaked. The sets this year is insane. Darth Malak is literally perfect. I hear there might be some medieval stuff coming out in summer. I probably won't buy any of the 25th anniversary stuff. It took me 23 minutes to remember to hit that like button. I need more coffee. Well, I still appreciate it. Thank you so much. What else are we talking about? Walt says 100% agree with Rich on this point. If you want a perfect replica fig, go to a custom shop. The Lego ones are there to be good, not replicas. And that's a good, solid point. And I don't think that should be mistaken or forgotten. It's just a matter of, like I said, I would. And I'll probably never know the answers, obviously, because Lego only gives us so much information about stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is curious to know if it was possible for them to do it and still they'd be profitable. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about making them exactly like a Clone Army Customs and stuff, but some of the things maybe that they do get wrong, if they could write them or make them better. I don't know. Let's see here. Macro says he's not standing straight. Lego was never meant to be a collector level product. Collectors are trying to make it that instead of a toy. That's another really good point. And I don't, like, as of right now, without really thinking too much about it, I don't think I could argue that. But the only thing I can think of that would be a counterpoint is if limited edition stuff maybe that Lego has done, or putting like, exclusive minifigs and maybe like $500 sets or something like that. I mean, but even then, I don't know, that what I'm saying right now could still be debunked. You know what I mean? But that's another debate. What else are we talking about? Johnny says Bricklink branching out more and slowly that's my target stuff. Yep. So moving on, we'll get to some more comments. By the way, good morning, Brian. Thank you for being here. And One Brick Bud, the One Brick Stud says smash the like button, everybody. Thank you so much. So we got more stuff, dude.
Yeah,
Lego Star Wars is cooking right now.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
So what do we got here? The ARC Trooper 5s. Yep. Darth Malak. Yep. I know that there's, likely anniversary figures. These upcoming figures will likely be classified anniversary figures, but not officially confirmed yet. There's a chance that do it. Okay. Infinity's Darth Vader. Is that by itself, or that's like coming with?
No, that comes with the Dark Falcon.
So the Dark Falcon, I ain't gonna lie, and I can't remember, Rich, if you were kind of with me on this one or not, and if you still feel this way or not, but it really doesn't feel real.
No, I still say that it's fake, but I mean, it's got a set number. It might not be. I just think that there's a lot going on that doesn't make too much sense.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's taken me a while. I'm starting to think it is real, only because, like you said, set number. It's definitely coming from a couple confirmed sources. Even some of the bigger guys in the game have confirmed it's real. But dude, everything in my freaking brain tells me like this has got to be a joke or false rumor, because nothing in this set makes any sense that Lego
No.
would do.
The weird thing is why would, and this is going to sound really kind of off-putting to a lot of true Star Wars fans, but why would Lego make a what if series to Star Wars if they didn't for Marvel? They were just CMS for Marvel.
Yeah, if they were going to do that, then do it from Visions.
Yeah.
Because that's what Visions is. It's basically a what if for Star Wars. You know what I mean? And it's great. It's cool.
But Lego loves Star Wars. They love you guys.
Well,
They
I
love
mean,
Marvel too.
yeah. I mean,
Not
but
Star Wars.
look. I mean, first of all, a Dark Millennium Falcon. I mean, I think it sounds cool. A lot of us think it sounds cool, especially like a lot of goth type stuff. You know, you get a Dark Millennium Falcon, I'm sure, like with the red highlights or something. I don't know. So yeah, it seems cool.
Bro.
But but it doesn't seem like something Lego would do. You know what I mean? Like a space that they would fill with that. You know what I mean? But okay, all right, maybe they would. Okay, Dark Ray. I feel like if they were going to do Dark Ray, they would have done it when the movies came out. But whatever. Okay, White Outfit Vader. I mean, that's a pretty niche thing, you know what I mean? But then again, they did that Magneto too, so I don't know. Evil C-3PO, just C-3PO with red eyes. I'm assuming, just like from what was it, The Rise of Skywalker? Evil Chewbacca, have no idea what that is. Gungan in a blue outfit.
I don't know what that means. What is the gun?
It sounds like the name of a song. Gungan in a blue outfit.
Walt just made a good point.
What's that?
Walt said Lego has done several what if sets for Marvel. I forgot. They did do what if sets.
Yeah, yeah.
But not to the extent.
Just a couple of them.
Yeah, they were like 500.
Because we only got one set with a Watcher in it, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I got that one.
And even one of the ones that came out, I bought it immediately because it was for one of the what if episodes that didn't release.
Technically, there's only two that are what if sets, and one of them is the Captain Carter and Hydra Stomper. And the other one is Tony Stark's Sacrian Iron Man. So it's like so they didn't really drop the what if sets like people like they should have, I guess.
I would have been down with some more, especially that Ultimate Ultron.
What if has nothing to do with Star Wars whatsoever. It was created into Marvel. Yeah.
I mean, what to those that don't know, what if it was a comic from like back when I was a kid, and I'm freaking old. You guys know that.
You're not that old.
I know. I'm just not.
Yeah, he is. Don't lie.
You're pretty young. Looking good.
By the way, good morning, Ivan. How are you? It says, good morning, Brick Hive. I'm currently working on the Lego the UCS Millennium Falcon, 7,541 pieces. Well, that's what that deserves. Let's see here. Lego has done several. What's it? Right. Let's see here. Where are we at? Multi-gasm Geek. Good morning. So, is there a Marvel Venom for Star Wars? I had to think about that for a second, but I don't think so. Amber Laya, what is she saying? Maybe the Star Wars Lego designers just decided to throw everything at the wall with your to see what sticks. And here I gotta emphasize this, okay? Because this is really important. Even if there's some criticism about some of the stuff or it's weird or whatever, if all this is true, I praise Lego for doing this. This is extremely different. And even if you don't believe in the collector mentality, like that's a really cool set of minifigs, man. That just is just random stuff. Especially if you collect minifigures, you love minifigures. And then as far
about this is you have to buy another Millennium Falcon.
I know, dude. At least it's different, though. At least it's different. I mean, you can hang them on the wall like yin and yang or something.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay. Sorry. This is a complete side note.
Yes.
I like to build sets like while we do this. Instead of a hairpiece, I just got a friend's head.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
So I'm building this set, whatever city set this is. And the little dude is supposed to have blonde hair. I don't know if this will focus. Let's see here.
Could you go back and show us the set?
It's
how many pieces is it? What set number is it?
Yeah,
when did it come out?
6313. The space.
Oh, that's
yeah.
How much does the box?
That little dude was supposed to have blonde hair, but now I got this random friend's head in it.
Oh, well, it matches our topic for today.
It makes
You kept talking a crap about Mayo and his friend dolls, and now he got you.
He got me. He got me.
Got him.
Sorry, that was
You know
that
what?
was.
I got the.
I figured
you know,
that works for the news, but that was I've never
No.
experienced that.
No,
Wonder
no,
this set
it's-
was $15 from Walmart.
Hey, look,
They knew.
it's not the first time Lego has either put a different piece or something, not in a set. So you're good. You're good. Hold on. Before we talk about this, I just want to say real quick. There was a couple comments I wanted to just read on real quick. Could be Disney Plus is going to do a what if for Star Wars. We just haven't heard about. I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. It's really. I would love to know. If somebody ever interviews one of the designers about this, like why they decided to pick this type of set. Let's see. Remember how they did the Venom Mashes? Star Wars already did a what if. It was called the sequels. Vasavi says Gundam in a blue outfit. Definitely sounds like a song that High Pitched Thing in Star Wars were singing. Yeah. Walt says this also isn't the first non-canon Star Wars set. They did several in the early teens. Yeah, I think I remember what those. I think I remember those. All right. C3PO. Yeah. Yay.
Now we get a C-3PO to put next to the Chewbacca.
Yay.
Full gap.
Yeah, I really don't care about that one. I do want this one though. We're
I know,
getting
me
a
too.
Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, and I know.
It's got to come with some cool figures.
Well, the thing about this
There's
set,
Han, Chewie, Lando, and Boba, which is coming from the mech, and 2 more figures. The 2 more figures. See, the thing is they're not pulling this from the originals. They're pulling this from Book of Boba Fett.
wait, what?
The
But this
Book
scene
of
isn't.
Boba
But this
Fett.
scene isn't in Book of Boba Fett.
When he escapes the Sarlacc pit, yes, it is.
Well, not the skiff or any of the other characters.
No, this
Well,
is
no, but that's just a
it's
picture
still-
of what this is, though.
Dude, duh. I'm sorry, because you're right. It says escape from the Sarlacc.
Yeah.
So- wait.
This
But
what?
still,
No,
why would
that's
they-
still from Star Wars
yeah,
episode
they're
6.
still from.
I don't know.
They-
I don't
Because
know.
Luke was supposed to fall in there. Han saved Lando from falling in there.
Yeah, I mean, I
So
would
it
agree with
has
you if it
nothing to
didn't
do
have
with the
all
Book
these
of Boba
other.
Fett.
If it
I
didn't
don't
have all
know.
the.
I want to see how it's advertised, because
Also-
the only thing is you got to realize that this would go along really well if we get the Jabba's sail barge,
Right.
but
Because
I don't know.
that's what I thought was just perfect. I mean, and smart and very smart on Lego's part. If like they obviously released this, and I'm sure when the sail barge comes out, this would still be, it wouldn't retire yet. So it seems like perfect, but and it would. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm dying to see what this barge is gonna look like, dude.
I mean, I don't know. Like, the fact that it says escape is what throws me off.
I mean, I'm surprised they kind of didn't do a set maybe for that. When they came out with
Because
that.
if this was from the original, why don't it have Luke as one of the figures? Now, I mean, it does say 2 more figures. I get that.
Mm.
But does that mean one of those other figures is going to be Jabba? I doubt that at $90, unless the build is just crappy as can be.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I imagine the skiff will be a decent size. I would hope so. I am excited to get a Lando. I don't have a Lando.
I want
So-
a Lando.
Me too. And the young Lando. I don't want the old Lando. The old Lando made me sad.
So in the past, they've called it the Desert Skiff Escape.
Escape,
Yeah.
like ESCAPE, like escape.
Yeah.
you see what
Desert
TJ just
Skiff
said?
Escape.
Oh, what? Fall Equinox in the house. What's going on? Good morning. Wait, who? TJ? Where's TJ? I believe the other figs are rumored to be Luke and a. That I know you're talking about. He's got the leathery looking face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They're usually pirates.
Right. Also, wait, Macros has built it twice. Have you taken it apart? Just built 2 cents. Oh, you guys talking about that? Okay. Isn't there a buildable C3PO already a very old one? Yeah, it looks. It was made out of Technic, so
I have that.
Take that for what it is.
It's weird looking.
Yeah. So X-Wing and TIE Fighter.
The only thing that's weird about this one is that it's giving you both of them for $110, but it tells you that you should be able to swap the wings for each other.
I saw a picture of it. I don't know how real it was. It looked pretty real. Like somebody had gotten the set early and they took the wings and swapped them. And I ain't gonna lie, dude. It was one of the stupidest looking things I think I've ever seen. And people could say I'm being negative about it, but yeah, I can't help it. It was so lame looking. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, why would you swap those wings? They look so goofy. But anyways, but you know what? If that's what you love, that's great. You go ahead and you love your swapped wings, man. Like we don't have a billion type.
This is what I'm excited for.
Yay! Yay!
I
agree.
This now correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first Qui-Gon we've got in quite the years, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, agreed. Here's my only beef with this. And this all right, I have beef with it, but I understand why Lego did what they did. So you'll see just a little bit of Squid's comment there. It said, "Is he a missed opportunity for Shimi?" And I can't remember who else that he put up there. I think it was the original C3PO. Episode 1 C3PO, right? You know how he's all bones, kind of.
Yeah.
I also would really love those 2 minifigs, man. I mean, Shimi, dude, that's Anakin's mom, dude. You know what I mean? Like, how pivotal is that character? Plus, she was just a great character in the movie. But I get why those 2 characters are not in this set because it wouldn't make any sense with this set. You know what I mean?
Well, also like that, I don't think. I mean, I'm 100% agreeing with you. I don't think that they matter whatsoever. Like, I wouldn't want to take away any one of the figs in this set to replace it with anything.
Yeah, I agree. But I do agree with Squid there. I would love to see Shimi in episode 1 C3PO, man. Both of them. I don't even know which one more, honestly. So, you know, cool. Yeah, boy.
I'm excited for this.
I was kind of a negative Nancy about this one, dude.
I've never had the opportunity to get a Jedi Bob, so
I know, and that's why I try not to be too harsh about it because I know there's a lot of people out there that want one, myself included. I wasn't that hard up for one, but I know if you're a hardcore Lego Star Wars fan, dude, Jedi Bob is definitely like one of those little grail things. But this is a question I'll ask everybody, and some people are going to have different. I mean, everybody's going to have different opinions about it, and this kind of also goes against what Walt was saying out there about the collector thing. Because one of the great things about Jedi Bob in a way was that he was rare. You know what I mean? So if you got him, it was more special. But because I don't know, if you're a kid, do you really care about Jedi Bob? I guess maybe he's not even part of the Star Wars lore.
No, he was just back in the day. It was just another Jedi that we didn't have.
And that's almost like what it is now. I think it's not really about Jedi Bob himself as a toy. It's just Jedi Bob as himself as a figure that people want to collect.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at Lego at all for putting this back out. I mean, maybe they're just like, hey, here you go, guys. I know a lot of people wanted this fig. I bought the one that Ryan was selling on in his shop. So, so I don't know. But what has it been like about 20 years now? You know, since they put them out?
22, because it came out in 2002.
So I think this, if anything, and everybody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, I think if anything, this is just Lego doing something nice for
100%, especially the fact that they're keeping him yellow.
Yeah. Because this isn't for the kids, for the younger generation, because they don't, understand. They might have heard, obviously, lore or whatever, from all the older the T-Falls, A-Falls, but like clearly this is for like, the cloners out there that just love.
I hope someone makes a Jedi Bob army.
Dude.
That would be hilarious. Expensive, but hilarious.
And imagine, like, for all of you out there that know the history about Jedi Bob and know, like, because think about it, another 5 years, like, especially newer people in the community, they're not going to understand, you know what I mean? But like all of you guys out there are going to be like, when you see a Jedi Bob army, you're like, because you're thinking like, God, back in the day, that would have cost a fortune, man.
Ridiculous amount of money.
Because I remember there was an auction I was watching, and I think it was just his torso or something.
It's $80.
Yeah, like that's so wild, dude. And for anybody, and I guess it's just like any kind of collection out there, anybody that collects stuff, like an outsider's perspective, because like anybody that doesn't know about Lego like we do, like they're like $80 for just a torso. What?
Yeah, his torso's different in this one. So there are obviously different variations of him.
That's not a real one.
Thank you. Okay. It was on Reddit.
Cal Kestis.
I'm trying to keep up with this convo, guys, via Google.
Yeah, rock on.
Brick baby, you want a Jedi Bob? I've got 2 of them.
How much, Rich?
Oh,
I don't know. It depends. For you,
$5.
Double.
I'm thinking double, just for shipping. I want to make sure it gets there all right.
I was gonna show you earlier. I was gonna show you my friend's dolls. Like I got the new mansion, and it comes.
Nobody cares about the friends.
Show them for Mayo. Mayo would love to see them.
Okay.
We're gonna remove you as soon as you pull them up. We'll just talk it up to your.
So I have them all out because they're a diverse group of chicks.
We'll chuck it up to your internet not working again.
I pulled a bunch of minifigs too, Lene. I pulled a bunch of different ones for our subject today. Real quick, also, Walt says this absolutely confirms Lego isn't about collectors. How many little kids listen to M&R or whoever else, and Jedi Bob is part of the lore? Yeah, good call.
I wanted to go over this real quick. So in March, we are getting a medium scale Millennium Falcon, a medium scale Tantive 4, the Invisible Hand, the big buildable R2D2, the Tantive 4 boarding hallway. There's a random polybag that's coming out. We're getting the Commander Cody Brickheads. There will be another one released also that nobody said anything, and it's supposed to be like a 3-pack, I believe. The Bark Speeder Escape, the Pod Race Diorama, which is what I'm excited for.
Yeah, that'll be sick. A
buildable Droideka, which I think will be really cool because it's 18 plus, which means it'll be a little bigger. UCS TIE Interceptor, the Sith Infiltrator. Then in June, we're getting the Mandalorian versus Commando Battle Pack, which is another chance for somebody to army build. I mean, it comes with the Super Commandos.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the Skeleton Screw Ship, the Imperial Bunker, which includes a Moff Gideon with helmet, which is really, really cool, and another Paz Vizsla. We're getting a pilot Luke Skywalker mech, a Captain Rex Y-Wing microfighter. And then August, we're getting Battle of Peridia, which includes a Thrawn, an Ezra, and an Enoch, which is what I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do for that one.
And then, of course, the what we just went over.
Okay.
These are all come out March, August, and June.
Yeah.
Whatever their respective dates are.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then September 1st, we've got the Advent calendar released. Apparently, it's got a Super Battle Droid, a 501st Trooper, Ahsoka, which is the T6 version, Luke in a Christmas sweater, Leia in a Christmas sweater, and another figure. So once again, I mean, it's just the Advent calendars have went way downhill for me.
What? Yeah. I love the sweaters. I mean, I get one of you for the Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, but you're spending $50 on that sweater.
They get discounted all the time. So it's the piece count. Like you get rare parts, especially if you're a mocker. Come on, you're a mocker. You know you get little Easter eggs that you can't get anywhere else. And the piece count, you wait till those things go like get marked down. They always do.
They do get marked down, and if you're lucky, you'll get them when they're like a really heavy markdown.
Yeah, I get City. Oh my gosh, I get City. I don't get Harry Potter. I get City, Friends, and Marvel. Those are my 3.
They're great. They're not, for the most part, everything that I've read and seen about them. I mean, is if you're gonna try and do it for like any kind of investment part, you know what I mean? Like they're not worth it as far as that goes. But yeah, if you like those whatever handful of minifigs that are a little bit different, yeah, I mean it's cool. And and plus they're fun if you like advent calendars and stuff. They always have a little build and all that. By the way, good morning to Danny Fandoms. Thank you for being here, my friend. Quack Snap. Bonjour. Thank you for being here.
What's up, you two?
Noma Bricks. Good morning. Saw your Instagram castle stuff, man. Dude, I swear you and Rich, man, your guys' castles are freaking ginormous, man. Because when he was traveling this castle, it like filled up his whole car. See here. Everybody's asking about macro streaming. Yeah, I meant to ask you about that too, macro. I feel like you haven't streamed in forever, man. Let's see. Camel City says, "Let's be real, Richard. You're not even the one that ships it to her. You have to add our handling fee."
Exactly. You don't even send it. Thank you.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I love
I'm
you.
just saying. I just said that I could get you the figure. I didn't say a price. I just said I could get it for you.
Jay says he's hyped for the Ahsoka set. I feel like I'm hyped for that set, mainly because of the minifigs. You get a Thrawn. Actually, there's all those minifigs sound great. And I don't even think there was a Sabine in there, so that was awesome. Let's see. Don't let them get to you, Brick Babe. Mini dolls are cool.
Was that
I
Mayo?
don't really like them. Had a lot of them.
Yeah, mini dolls will be really cool when they can sit down a little bit better.
I don't hate them.
No, I don't hate them either.
They're cool.
I don't think I've ever bought a set that has a mini doll in it.
Oh,
Apparently, I have now.
Walt says if you pay $50 for an advent calendar, you're doing something very wrong.
Very wrong.
Nora Brick says, imagine Star Wars mini dolls.
I don't want to.
You all would buy them like crazy. Just sell out.
What are they going to do? Ray with a bunch of porgs?
I remember we were thinking that the Camino might have been a mini doll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into the topic, because we're getting pretty close to the second hour now, let's go ahead and we will do our hashtags and celebrations, and then we'll get Drew's segment out of the way. Yeah, we'll do celebrations first. Great celebrations. Great.
I forgot to put one in. I never thought I'd hit 1 million, but one of my reels is at 1.7 million.
God dang!
I was like, something that takes 4 seconds to make blows up, but something that takes hours to produce, it gets like 2,000 views.
Dude, I told you I really wanted that one that Haley did with me to take off, and it just didn't do much more than the other ones. And I was like, God Almighty!
I gotta tell you,
if it takes less than 4 seconds to make, it's gonna be successful.
There's a reel I thought I'd see one of you guys make with that Gunny minifig, man. I can't really say it on here though because of the curse words, but he, in the movie, he says something about that they stack.
So I made the other one where he's yelling for finding the jelly donut. I just cut out the cuss words and I used Haley as the drill I
remember that one, but I was talking about when he says like I didn't know they stack crap that high or whatever. And I was thinking of Bricks Because you stack bricks, man. I thought somebody would like do something similar to that. Because I was gonna buy that fig, but I was like, it was like $30 or $35, and I was like,
"Oh, are you complaining about a premium product being expensive? What? A premium minifig being expensive? Man,
yeah." But again, it's almost like the opposite end of the Lego part. Is if they were bigger and had more resources, you know, could they make it cheaper?
they're huge, but the thing is they don't. All their minifigures are that price. It's the same as Clone Army Customs.
No, but no, not all the custom figs are that price. Some of them aren't $35. Some of them are as cheap as like $15. You know what I mean?
From who? From Brick Mania and Clone Army Customs?
I'm just saying out in the custom world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I promise you cannot get a $15 minifigure as detailed as Brick Mania or Clone Army Customs.
I don't know. That's to be
What about
determined.
Moon Knight?
You know what I mean? But even if it's not 15, I'm saying I like Citizen Brick, and you know them have like awesome
Citizen Bricks is $25 to $35.
But I'm saying not 30 to 35 on everything. What I'm saying is not every custom minifig that is really awesome is not $30-$35.
If you're looking at the main like 4 companies I can think of, all minifigures start at $25.
No.
Well, okay, that's still $5 to $10 cheaper. You know what I mean? Because what was Gunny? Was it 30 or 35? I can't remember.
35. But the
35.
reason why
Look, I'm not complaining about the price, dude. I'm not saying it like that. I understand, but what I'm saying is there are other really awesome custom minifigs that are way more detailed than Gunny is that are not $35. That's all.
No, the reason why it was $35 is because it comes with a custom made and printed hat that has custom prints on it.
I mean, okay. Well, there's also custom figs that come with custom made stuff that have prints and stuff on it. So it's fine. It's fine. All I said was I just couldn't spend $35 on a minifig right now. And you know, you wanted to turn it into like, well, it's premium. You don't want to.
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay, you want to go into that debate? I mean, I don't think we got that kind of time right now. But I was just saying I can't afford $35 for this fig that I wanted. That's all. I mean, god dang, if all the figs are $35, we wouldn't have any Lego. Let's see here. If Lego Longoria says nice, congrats. Yeah, I know, right? Congrats to Drew.
Thank you.
Dude, that's insane though. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, you know, the one that you did with your wife, Rich, definitely should have gotten more viral than it was. It was very funny, dude. Dude, she's great. I tell you, dude, because her face and everything, and the what was the helmet or whatever.
If you only knew how many takes that took, because I was like, quit smiling. And she's like, what? And I'm like, quit laughing. I'm like, stop laughing.
But no, she did great, man. It was great. It was awesome. Everybody should definitely go over to Rich's channel and Instagram and all that and check it out, man. It was really good. And plus, man, you've been putting out them shorts, man, like a madman.
I'm just waiting for miss a day.
The only thing that started to make me mad, just because, like, well, I'm not saying mad, but like weird, is I have one that's released every day, but the problem is for some reason when it releases them, it doesn't. Like, so if you look at the sketch, like through YouTube, if you look when they're released, sometimes it doubles up on a day. And I don't understand that. Like, it doesn't say January 10th, 11th, and 12th. Mine says like 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Right. And I'm like,
I sometimes I wonder if it's just the way it uploads or if it's like a lag or, you know, because I notice a lot of times too, like when I'm looking at like studio stuff, it seems like it's a little slower than. I can't remember if it's a little slower or faster real time like YouTube for some reason, but
I'm just waiting for you to miss a day.
Yeah, so you could just throw it in his face.
That's what I'm waiting for. But you must have started earlier than the new year because the days are okay.
I did. I start so I posted like I think it was like December 29th, I think I started, or 20. I don't know what is today, the 14th. So it would have been like the 27th. And I'd just done one every day. And I was like sitting there, I was like, I wonder if I could just start and go ahead and knock one out like every day for a year.
Has it been difficult?
January 1, 2020.
No, because like I have a bunch of stuff I could do as filler. Like, you know, like today, it was last. So I put one out last night, but it didn't pop up until today that it had been uploaded. But it's just the castle. So like anytime I don't really have things to add, I'm just throwing in the castle.
Because the reason I ask is because I think, and this myself included, a lot of people have a misconception about like making short videos and stuff like, or short form content, that it's just easy. And granted, it's easier than making like long form and the editing and all that. Don't get me wrong, but it's not just easy just to come up with stuff all the time. Like, especially if you're trying to knock one out every day. I mean,
the thing is I have I've got tons of ideas to do, and I've got tons of videos that are waiting to be uploaded. But the thing is like, I wish I had, like, it doesn't, like, I wanted to do another video with the Brickmania Skytrain, but the problem right now is I don't have room on the table to do it. So like, I've got that one like ready to go because I've got the figures and everything set off to the side. There's just, I mean, I will say it's not hard, but the problem is it's not, like, I have the castle, so the castle's easy to throw up for just filler, I guess is the easy thing to say.
Well, like, something I was telling Mrs. Hive the other day was my job that I do in like real life or whatever, like, that's very physically demanding. I mean, it's mentally demanding too, but I told her, I was like, this stuff is very mentally demanding. Just trying to constantly come up with ideas and engagement, and, you know, when you're live, trying to make sure you don't sound stupid, which I fail at regularly, but you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to, you know, let people know it's definitely not easy, just especially if you're trying to do it daily, you know what I mean? Like, there's even times when I want to make a short form, like a short, but like, I can't, because you can't, you have to make it short form. You can't have something more than short form in a short form, because then it's not going to seem right, or it's going to be off, or people aren't going to understand it. Studs Sidious, what's up, Sue? What's up?
The one thing that like you could do also that I've been trying to do, but it's not exactly easy, is like, if you go to, for instance, the only way to do this is after it's been uploaded for like 2 or 3 days, and it doesn't really show that well. But you know, on YouTube, once you've had a video uploaded for 2 or 3 days, it'll show you the most replayed part, which is usually something that's like funny or something like that. Well, I've been trying to take me and Drew's streams and do something with that too. But the problem is like, you have to download the whole entire video and go through 2.5 hours and see what's actually like funny and what's not.
So definitely some good subject to talk about, but obviously, you know, we got to move on. And Brick Brood, I saw the calendar. I just downloaded it while we were talking about this, so we will definitely show that. Sadie says Polly Pocket called and she wants her mini dolls design back.
Exactly.
I do like mini dolls and friend sets. Great parts for mocks. The build experience can be fun too. Yeah, man, it's all good though. They've gotten real tight, man, with their friends line, anyways. So real quick, let's go ahead and do Minifig Mug Monday hashtag. We got some of this. Mute yourself if you want to say anything, Brick Babe.
Hi.
Whoa, hey.
Cool. I'm catching up, guys. I got behind.
All good. It's all good. Always some great mugs.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh wow, I love that one, dude. Oh, look at that. That's great. I love that. That guy's awesome.
I love that one.
Oh, well, he must have thought it was pretty awesome too, because you're really lingering on this one.
No,
oh, that's cool. They built.
No, I go in and I save the archives. I go in and I download. So that's what happened. It just, whatever time IG gives it.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. IG gives more mugs more time than others. I literally just take this from the post. I go in my archives and just save the post. See, sometimes that's so cute. That was so cute. And that's a library, so that's a mock with the librarian sneaking coffee. That's another mod.
So flowery.
Yeah, it's one of the new quality bags. Andre. He only wanted the goat, so he was like, he's good.
I know somebody else wants some goats.
Goated.
He said he only wanted the goat, so he was good.
Yeah, I went to Target yesterday, and all they had were the ones with the small QR codes. I was depressed.
Best Buy has a lot without the small They only have the big ones a lot of the time.
Yeah, I should go to Best Buy. Ooh, very nice.
Nice.
Like the hat. I love the dog too. Oh my goodness. Goats,
Wow.
goats. I know there's a real goats too, because I know I know you got the real goats. Oh,
I told
nice.
you I was catching up. I went and went through the whole hashtag.
Yeah, I remember that one too, because that was a good one.
I was like, let me
Mr.
post
Boom.
it.
I love all your guys'
The
stuff.
joke about this one was this was my cup,
Yeah.
and I was on mute, so it was funny because that was my Brick World, and I could not make it that show. So I was like, jokes on me.
That is hilarious. By the way, good morning to King Oldendorf. Good
morning.
to Rapture Raccoon.
Good morning.
Sidious says, now you know my pain hive. I knew. What's up?
Look at this.
I did. Why are we looking at Rich? Rich,
Dude.
it's my time for show and tell. We don't want to see your goats.
It's Lego Flex Sunday.
I've got, got them goats.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to flex my mansion.
Flex
Nobody
it.
cares about
There
that.
it
mansion.
is.
Flex. No, flex.
Boom.
There it
Does the
is.
mansion,
This
does
is
the
my
mansion have a goat or a hot dog?
I'm gonna put both in there.
There you
This
go.
is my
But are
sigfig.
you a Drew dog? That's what
Yeah,
I
are
need
you
to
a
know.
true Drew dog or
Are you a
fake one?
Drew dog?
Are you a ballpark or are you the Walmart brand?
Oh, wow. It's got a basement.
It does, and it even has a working elevator.
I just feel
Woo.
like if Tony Stark was in the
I
Friends
was,
universe,
I
this
was
would be his home.
Look at the
exactly
toy
gonna
pond.
say that. This
Look
looks
at-
like an Iron Man mansion.
Are all
Look-
those photos hanging up? Are all those stickers?
Yes. Hold on, let me double check. I believe so. Yes, they
You
are.
did a good job. You did a
Dang.
good job.
They
I
are, but
gotta tell you showing me that right now actually kind of made me want to get it.
it's amazing. Oh, look at all the rooms. I really can't show. You can't really tell from. I tried last time to show it, but I can't. But
No,
it's just so amazing. All the detail, all the rooms. You see the
It looks
piano.
amazing.
Does it have a garage?
Yeah, it's got a garage, dude.
And it's a working garage too, so it's playable. And look at the pool. Look at the rock work on the pool. This is just. I'm telling you, they did it this time.
And
So-
that's
Oh,
like
wow.
an
That's
ocean.
cool.
Oh man,
Oh,
And then
wow.
here's the garage. So how the
that
garage
gets
works.
10 dogs right there.
So here's the Technic on the side that opens the garage right here.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but here's the car. I absolutely love the car.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
the
the
best
pictures,
view
but I
I've
haven't
seen
seen
of
it
you all
all
day.
like that. Ooh, that's a hot car. I like that. That's hot. That's
Jeez.
hot.
Is that
So-
6 wide or 8 wide?
6.
Oh, it's only 6. Dang it.
It is 6 wide. But it but the trees, everything.
Yeah, I love
absolutely
I
loved
love
it.
those palm trees. Good
It
stuff.
looks amazing.
And it came with 10 figs, but I'll wait till Hive starts talking about diversity
Mm.
because the rooftop grill. I forgot, guys, the rooftop grill. You can probably see it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
break it.
How-
down.
How much does that set cost? Like $350?
It's $199.
God dang. Oh.
It's huge. It's so worth it. Look, guys, it's so worth it. Come on.
Jeez.
Look, I'm not. No, I
Babe, do you realize that if you would have just saved up $300 more, you could have bought the tower?
I know. I don't want the tower. I'm gonna keep the little one. I'm gonna be happy with the little one. I don't really want the big one. I haven't even built the Daily Bugle yet.
and look, I'm not gonna take back my shock at the price, but I'm gonna hold back on any kind of criticism because I spent more than $200, $300, $400 on that thing back there.
Yeah.
So how dare I criticize your friend's mansion? How dare I?
And I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
GWP with it.
Rich, please don't hold on to that for me because, like I said, I'm gonna trade you some figs and stuff for that.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. Because I was almost gonna buy something on Lego and try and get it, but I was like, wasn't it like $190 or something? You had to spend
Yeah.
to get the thing.
200, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's do Drew's segment, and then we can get into talk about some diversity. And then before we end the stream, we'll go ahead and show the live stream calendar. So, all right, Drew, I think we're talking about some Vikings, or you're talking about some
Yes.
Vikings.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yes, Vikings. Lego Vikings was one of the most biggest staple points for me as a kid, with some of these amazing sets, fighting dragons, creating your own base with these awesome sales ships, and even little $5 sets like Fighting the Wolf was so much fun. I think growing up, these were definitely some of my favorite sets, especially the Longboat and set number 7019, Fortress against the Fafnir Dragon. This set was definitely one in my favorite collection that grew me into the Lego. This set definitely helped boost my collection very much. But as you can see, we get one where we have the baby dragon that we store in the cage. We get this massive catapult that we defend ourselves from the Fafnir dragon, which I'm hoping I'm saying correctly. But the printing and the mold for these rocks I've always loved. The shiny gunmetal, we get the awesome king. Obviously the baby dragon gets out. You get defended with 6 figures, some awesome shield printing, 2 catapults, and you have to defend it against 2 dragons. This set as a kid was so much fun to play with and build. Some great pieces came out of this, and I hope you had this in your collection as well. Thanks for traveling back in time in Lego.
Awesome.
Dude, I wish they'd come back with Vikings like that again.
There's some awesome printed pieces there, like those wings and those shields. Oh my god!
Yeah, they've given us some Vikings, but yeah, not like that.
Yeah. I'd say the Viking Village is pretty close to like on par with how awesome that stuff was, but
The Viking Village is really cool.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, and I agree. I feel that Viking Village was priced very, very reasonable.
Yes, agreed.
I would like to see what that'll be when it goes on like sale or something like that.
Yeah,
definitely get some good stuff. All right. Well, good morning, Gabriel. Says I will consider buying that Friends Mansion if I can find it for 150 or less. Yeah, it's got to drop for me. I definitely will get it. I just needed to drop a little bit because I'm really trying to be a little more frugal with my money because I'm building this mock, so that's costing money. I'm trying to get ready for Brick World. That's costing money.
And Brick Fair.
Well, speaking of fair, is anyone going to Atlanta BrickCon? Let me know down in the chat because I will be there. And I'll be at Brick Universe next week.
I was gonna say you're going to 2 different places. And Bearded Brix also might be at Atlanta.
Yeah, I've been I'm not gonna say forced into going, but I've pretty much been put against the wall and made to go. Kind of
YOLO.
You get to see me then, buddy. Why don't you want to go? Do you not want to see me?
Because it's 5 hours away.
So basically, you just don't want to see me.
That's what it is.
That drive is nothing.
You just don't love me. I see Stud. Yes, I do love the Vikings TV. Though not the one from Netflix, but
oh yeah, I saw some of that
one
too.
with Ragnar Lothbrok. I love that TV show. That was a great one.
Well, says, let's be honest, when we take the nostalgia Google's off, the Viking Village is better than any previous Viking set. Well, that
okay, I can see how you can say that.
Well,
yes,
I don't know the Viking stuff like a lot of other people do, but I will say that I know, like in the Star Wars community, and I know a lot of people hate me when I say this stuff, man. But like those early, especially the first like Star Wars stuff that came out was ugly as sin, man.
Except the Gungan ship. The Gungan ship looked really good.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There was definitely some in the beginning that looked pretty good, like the S1, the Naboo Starfighter. I thought that looked good.
You're about to call it a S70 or a SR1.
SR-71 Naboo Starfighter.
Yeah.
But this kind of goes back to like all very early Lego, just how I know it sounds weird when I say this, how blocky it was. You know what I mean? Like, dude, Lego has made, and I know I still complain about like a lot of the organic build, like the bigger organic builds and stuff, but like Lego has mastered like designs, man, for sets and stuff like that. Like they have gotten so good with details on stuff, like, you know what I mean? And that's probably what it is. I'm just spoiled with the stuff that we've gotten over the last decade or whatever. And I look back at the earlier stuff and I'm like, ew. It's just like, nah, I'm good. So I agree with that comment, definitely, Walt. All right, diversity, boy. Diversity is a big thing in Lego. I don't know exactly when it started, and a subject we're not going to really get into today. We'll touch upon it next month, and I'm sure we will discuss it more on other streams, including maybe some of our own streams. I'm sure if I haven't already, which I'm sure I have, I'll talk about it more on a Hive stream or whatever. But what that has more to do with skin tones. And I want to kind of get that right out of the way because this is a positive stream. I don't want you guys to think that we're going to complain about a bunch of stuff, even if we have some critiques about things, okay? Because Lego has done amazing stuff with diversity, which we'll get into in just a minute. But the skin tone thing, the only thing I want to say about it is I know what has been said about the yellow tone, and I don't necessarily disagree with it. It's just that it's a very kind of a narrow way to try and represent everybody, and a lot of it doesn't even make sense because they don't find that this might be a person of a different skin color, even though it's a yellow tone, because maybe the hair piece is different. So I mean, there's a lot of different ways we can go with this, but and I don't hate Lego, and I don't think they have ill will or ill intentions behind a lot of that stuff. The only reason I'm bringing it up right now is because we're talking about diversity, which we're going to get into, like the good stuff, but that has to do with skin color. I mean, and look, and I know everybody's just thinking of people of African Americans, Black people, or people of color. I'm talking about white people too, because I'm not yellow, and they've done skin tones for white people as well. So, and not just white. I mean, there's a whole array of different skin tones that they've done, and they're beautiful, man. That's what makes the world so beautiful. So they're getting better, but the problem is it's only with IP stuff.
Yeah.
Or friends.
I personally think flesh tones need to take over and yellow needs to go away.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I just don't know yet, because I totally agree with that. I just also like some yellow skin tone, like the yellow skin tone with a lot of basic type stuff. But I just wish this flesh tone stuff was a little more accessible, as far as just you don't have to buy IPs or go to like the online pick a brick thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I just wished it was a little more easier, but that's, again, a discussion we'll definitely get into a little bit more. I just thought that was kind of an elephant in the room when we're talking about diversity, and just kind of get that right out of the way. Not hateful stuff. Just want to bring it to light before we start talking about some other stuff.
Start
go
with
ahead.
the definition of diversity. Tell them what Webster says it is.
Do you have that definition right near you?
Of course I do.
Please. Please, Brick Dave, please let us know.
Well, you can't define a word with a word, so slap on the wrist, Webster. But okay, noun. First definition is the state of being diverse, variety. Okay, we get that. Then the second definition is the practice or quality of including or involving people from a range of different social, ethnic backgrounds, and of different genders and sexual orientations, etc. I think this definition is very limiting, but it is what they gave us.
Yeah. Well, the world is always expanding as well. You know what I mean? Just people and definitions and cultures and, just everything around it. So, I know Brick Babe talked about having some minifigs, and I got some here too. What were you going to say?
I'm sorry. Here's a better definition. Examples of diversity include visible diversity, such as age, ethnicity, gender, physical abilities, qualities, race. And then there are invisible diversity, and examples are sexual orientation, educational background, and work experiences. So I think that covers what we discussed.
Yeah, and I think something that a lot of people in today's world might misunderstand is diversity is not exclusion. of anybody. You know, diversity is just inclusion of everybody. And another thing I want to just get right out of the way too is that diversity being injected into Lego is nothing comparable to it being injected in other things in our life, like entertainment and stuff like that, because this is a toy and it's important that everybody be represented through the toys, because, you know, it essentially it goes back to kids, you know what I mean? But that's not just about kids, it's about all of us. But I just think that's important to understand that, you know, it being in toys is different from other things. You know, I mean, it's not to exclude other things, but it's just a difference. So we talked about skin tone, flesh tones, and you know, like I said, with the exception of Friends, which, you know, I have one right here. Friends is amazing.
I have 10.
Yeah, I was like, you want to show some of yours as well? Because I got other ones, but like this is one of the Friends ones I got. But let me move you here to the side, and that way I can.
Is this just too ghetto? Should I do the?
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I mean, they're upside down, but you know that's okay.
Let me fix that. Let me turn them upside down. Hold on, quick fix.
No, he's like, you got this. You got this.
Quick fix. But I love, and I'm sure because I can't see. But
oh, there we go. Perfect. Yes.
But
perfect.
I took the hair off of one. But even if they share the same complexions, what I love about the Friends dolls, okay, her hair's just gonna have to be off, is that they have different hair colors, different eye colors. I mean, diversity comes even in the same shade. There's diversity.
Yeah. Yeah. Friends is taking it to a whole nother level. And the thing that's great about Friends as well is Friends incorporates this stuff in a very natural way with like a storyline. Now, I don't know this Friends storyline. I can barely keep track of the names. You know, I buy a lot of Friends sets. But clearly, there's a lot of kids out there that know the storyline. I know that the new Friends sets is supposed to be like the older ones, or the old ones got older now and had kids or something like that. So like there's a story. So they're incorporating all this stuff in a beautiful way. And just like with a lot of their architecture, you know, now you got these mini dolls with these skin tones and disabilities, and you look at like City and you're like, what are you guys doing over there, man? Like, and yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. They're amazing figs, dude. Can
we stop calling City and just call it Cops and Robbers?
Oh my god. All right, guys.
So, Amberlya. Goodness gracious.
Hey.
Thank you so much. Have you liked the stream yet? Yes, everybody, please like the stream. It helps the channel and the show tremendously. Amberlya, I'll do a thing. Let's do the new one. We'll do the enhanced one. Let me see. Where is it at? Oh, here we go.
Enhance. Just print the damn thing.
Thank you so much, Amberlya. Some good comments out here. The best thing I have ever seen on skin tones was by Mel Iceberg. Yes, he did a very, very good video about that. He actually went and asked kids about it and stuff, and I don't want to give it away. You know, I would definitely go watch it, but yeah, all of them saw yellow figs as race neutral. Oh, he just said it anyways. On the other hand, none of them identified yellow. Yeah. Again, it's a broader, I think. It's definitely a bigger subject to talk about. But yeah, it is interesting to see a lot of kids' takes on it, especially when they are, you know, children of color. You know what I mean? Which, you know, it was very interesting. Brick Jai, good morning, ahoy. Oh, and King says, Amberlya, thank you for reminding me to like the stream. Yes, thank you, Amberlya, for the reminder for everybody. No more bricks. Yeah, dude, No More Bricks had a great story on Instagram the other day that was a friend's story that kind of tied into like Leon. It was just really great. Friends seem to have really paved the path for diversity in figs. They do it the most, which is cool. Yeah, because like I said, there's friends. But look,
Friends.
city. I mean,
Many of our
because I was gonna say with the flesh tone, I know
friends.
with the flesh tones, it's
How
like I said,
many
you got to buy
of
the IP stuff if it's not friends, really. But that's with the flesh tone. But as far as like disabilities, that kind of stuff, they're definitely, yeah. I mean, there's the one friends. So let me show you guys a couple of the ones I got, so you guys can see like as far as like either city or maybe an IP or something like that. So city. Wheelchair figs. I don't know if that's the right terminology, wheelchair figs. But they definitely have a lot of those. This is one of the ones that are like
Mobility
yeah,
challenge.
but they are mobile. I don't know.
Mobility
They're
challenge.
probably more mobile actually, if you want to consider that. And it doesn't matter. But the point is, they've made a lot of them with wheelchairs. They
those.
have just started recently. And this was really awesome with the like prosthetic legs. I know the train. I think the train station, or I think it was the train station, came with. Yeah, there we go. Came with one that had one, but this CMF figure has actually two. Yeah. And I absolutely just love this mold. I think it's so great, and this is also. I think it's important. And I'm saying this from not having this sort of disability, but I can't imagine how important or how good it would make any kid feel, whether we're talking about the color of your skin or anything. You see this, and because again, I'm speaking from an outsider's perspective. I don't understand what it's like to not have a limb. I don't know what that disability is like. I don't know what that challenge is like. But I just feel like it would make them feel much better about it if they're like, wow, there's a minifig, like I am important, I am cool, you know what I mean? Like, so
Feel
I
less
just
alone.
right. I really praise Lego for doing that kind of stuff. Then we've got things like this is two separate ones. I wanted to bring this up because I don't know if they're exactly supposed to be the same or not. And I'm hoping it'll focus. So we've got the ear.
Put you on the main high
Yeah,
speed.
let me put myself on the bigger screen here. We've got the hearing aids. But one is a mold, and
Oh yeah.
and then one is a print. Oh, come on, focus. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it would focus a little easier. Oh, there we go.
It just
There we
did.
go. So you can see one's a mold and then one's a print. And I'm pretty sure that mold is, I mean, it's a little big, right? That's why I had a little trouble making sure if it was a hearing aid or not. Is that a hearing aid, guys?
Yeah, I've seen them on people.
Okay, because I mean,
One-
clearly
one
it's way
goes in-
bigger.
Yeah, one does attach to like the brain kind of way. I don't know if I'm saying it right,
Oh.
but
Well,
I've
maybe
seen-
then it's
Oh,
different type,
the
right?
Ecolar or something like that.
yeah, one does
Particular.
attach. Yeah, to like the lobe and then goes in the ear, and one is very subtle, just goes in the ear. And if you got the burger truck, I know everybody kind of wanted that burger truck.
Uh-huh.
The person working the truck,
Oh,
yeah, he has a hearing aid as well.
nice. So this gets into a little bit of IP stuff, but we've now including Echo, we've got a Native American, indigenous people. Obviously we've got some different flesh tones. We've definitely seen that. Harry Potter's a really good one for flesh tones. They've got a lot of different ones. Something I thought was I wanted to highlight was, this is what was her name? Was this Cho from no, this was from the Avengers Tower. But it had some Asian representation. Something else I wanted to bring up that Lego's doing very good. And I know some people had some kind of problems with this, but I don't care. They can go pound sand. We've had Lady Knights, and the reason I say that people can go pound sand about it is because do I understand like historical, factual stuff? You know what I mean, or whatever. Yeah, okay, but these are toys. These are toys. These aren't history books. You know what I mean? They're toys. And if there's a girl that wants to be a knight and a toy, then let her go be a knight, man. You know what I mean? Like I didn't understand a lot of people's negativity towards this. It's like, dude, do what you want. Just like when Rich and I know Shy were trying to get more like do their armies and flesh tone and stuff, and people were like, it's like, dude, like what do you don't? I don't know.
I have some. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying. I just don't understand.
So
Some
I
people
have
have
some
nothing
random.
better to do than just annoy people online.
I mean, look, you guys know me, man. I complain about stuff just about more than anybody, but like, not of stuff that's like that, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, you really want to just tell some little girl like, no, you can't be a knight. Lego can't make knight. Like, dude. Anyways,
That's part of diversity. I have some random things here when you mentioned it. So NASA, don't forget they did the Women in Space.
yes, women in
You
space.
keep
That's
saying
another good one.
NASA. It's NASA.
I know you with the Southern drawl are not getting on me about how I'm pronouncing.
All right, Mr. Droideka.
So anyway, NASA. Really?
Mr. Shane Gullis, Galleon,
Okay, point taken.
Golian.
Thanks for helping me, Drew. So
I always have your back.
thank you. NASA just well, they didn't just remember they had the set. This is a great set. This is one of the figs from it. And if we're dealing with diversity, you know, women in different positions. This is help me out. Rich, is this a goalie? Am I saying that right?
It
Yeah.
looks like a referee.
So that's a referee.
Oh, well, it's a rep, okay? Then you have, even though, okay, so this is diversity too.
What the what?
What?
It's diversity.
It's like we represent fantasy around here too.
But it's a female. My point is it's a female knight. Yes, it's a horse, but it's still a female horse. Boom.
How do you know it's a female horse?
Oh yeah, how do you know it's a female horse?
Because you can tell it has lashes and a little face and hair
Men have lashes.
It a
and
face.
lipstick.
I have long hair. I
This is
basically
a
have that
girl.
same haircut. I got a
Actually,
mullet.
Drew, I was like, Drew was about to say, well, I got lipstick.
I'm looking
Sometimes.
for diversity right. Then, of course, different sizes. Now, this is clearly a grown woman's face. It looks like on a smaller body. So I think they even are trying to include little people.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, if you notice, the face is not a child's face. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found a brick separator. The face is not a child's face. It's a lady. So we have little people as
Hey,
well.
lady.
I just have some random figs here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different. I mean, even like, so check this out. Let me show you this one. So like, this is another one of the new CMFs, and it's a woman lifting weights, and I mean, it's just look, it's nice to see just a little change. You know what I mean? It's great. She got the 6-pack going on right now, and what kind of tattoo is that?
Looking good, girl. Looking good.
Sleeve, flower sleeve.
Flower sleeve. Okay.
Well, even do any of you guys have the train boy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
right
has-
here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, what's up with the eye patch? Like,
It's
is that
like
just?
he just had like eye surgery or something.
It's a pirate train.
All right. So look, there
Race
is
car-
another. What's that one?
Female race car drivers.
Yeah, definitely have a lot of those. So So let's talk about something else. And again, this could get somewhat critical, but I don't want to go in that direction. But it's still important to bring it up. So we need to talk about the LGBTQ representation in Lego as well. Now, what do we have for that? I know have that. Oh, please.
Okay, I'm going to start off with, we all agree that deals with sexual orientation, correct? Lego's a kid's toy, correct?
It is.
I think that we're not missing representation in it as much as we don't bring sex in toys, if that makes sense.
No, I agree with that part. But here's my slight counterpoint. Because again, obviously, and I want everybody to understand, this isn't like a debate kind of thing, and we don't want to be negative because I understand what she's saying. The thing that I would have as some of a slight counterpoint is they clearly show families. That like the camper set or band for camper set is a good one. Where they showed even like stages of life in a way. I think it was the same set of minifigs in a way, like where it was just the guy and the woman, then the guy and the woman, a baby. Then they had like then it was, the next one was like like a toddler or something like that. So, and I know that we had a friend set that they didn't really come out and clearly state it, but I think from the box art and something where it seemed like there was two dads that had a kid in the set, but I don't think it was clearly stated. I just think it was kind of. I don't think
Lego's ever going to state that though.
Well, and that's kind of. See, and that's where it gets a little weird because look, they've had the Everything is Awesome set.
Lego isn't stating these people have hearing problems or anything else. They're just releasing the fig and letting you use your imagination to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Like they're implying it, but they're not stating it. And I think that's what they're doing for a business move. You don't want to.
If they've actually stated it was for the Queer Eye set, that was an IP that has to be stated.
Well, yeah, you're right. That's an IP. But it's still an IP that they didn't have to have that IP.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, and it's fine that they did. I mean, I have no issues with it. But yeah, it was kind of out of left field. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Lego clearly says they're okay with it. You know what I mean? They've done the IP set. They did Everything is Awesome set. So. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. It's more about, I guess, they're like what Rich was just saying. Almost from a business point. And what you said, Lene, is also a very good point as well.
I think this is a great comment.
Great thing is minifigs are interchangeable, so everyone can create a family that looks like theirs. Yeah. And then look, there are some things, that are kind of hard to represent in Lego because they're like what Lene was saying right from the beginning. They're kind of invisible, you know what I mean, on a toy per se. You know what I mean? Like it's not like what Rich was saying about like you could see a hearing aid. You know what I mean? So clearly you know what that is. You can see a prosthetic leg, so you clearly know what that is. If you see a minifig, now again, not moving back into the subject per se, but if you see a minifig that's got a different flesh tone, you clearly know like what that person is, you know what I mean? And it's as far as with the color of their skin. Other things, who you find attractive, who you love, that kind of thing. If you have, a mental disability, something like that, those things you can't just see that, in a minifig. So
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I want to piggyback off of that, and I want to add two things. Lego does openly celebrate the LGBTQ community. Yes. You had the A through Z Awesome. So Pride Month, they're like, hey, we support them. Mm-hmm. But like it was who said it right here? It was, can we just let kids have toys and not bring sexual orientation into it? I get it, and I understand what Hive said about representing families. But just to piggyback off of what he said about about figs and flesh tones, letting you know who people are. Even with that, as opposed to it tying you to a race, let it just identify you. Okay, I can have a fig that's medium nougat. A lot of people think I'm Hispanic. Nobody says, oh, she's Armenian and she's black. It's like, it's like just let it identify. Okay, that's Lene's flesh tone as opposed to that's Lene's
which
race.
Is important and to what connecting to what Walt had said about like the interchangeable part is like if you see, look, if I take her hair, if she didn't have her outfit on, you know what I mean, I took her, like you could say that could represent this or this or this, you know what I mean, instead of just slapping a certain label. Now clearly this is from an IP, so it's different, but yeah, so like you could represent so many different people of nationalities or whatever, you know what I mean, just because of the color of your skin.
And that's
what culture and everything's different, but
That's what you said earlier. You said even within, if you have a person who's white, there are different shades. Even you can't just say, oh, this represents all white people right here. It's like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, our friends, that have the red hair, and are very, very white. So and back real quick, because there's a few comments out here and some new people in the chat I want to say hi to, and then we got to do the calendar and kind of wrap things up. But the thing about like the LGBTQ thing is when they did the camper set with the mom, the dad, and the kid, they didn't say mom and dad and the kid. It's just like Rich said, it's implied that's the mom and the dad and the kid. So do you think Lego would do one that has like a dad and a kid? You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of what I meant about that kind of representation. You know what I mean? I personally feel like they should. That doesn't have to. They're not saying, they're not bringing sex into anything. You know what I mean? Because nobody says anything when they see the mom and the dad. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it can be a taboo subject for some people. You know what I mean? Clearly. And I don't think that like with anything should be too just overt about everything. You know what I mean? Because like we've talked about, some subtleties actually work better for like the interchangeable part and stuff like that. Real quick, I just want to say hi to a few people and just highlight a few comments. First of all, hello to Hive Cryptid. Good morning. Good to see you here. Good morning to London Brix. What is going on?
Greg.
How you doing, Greg? Let's see. I don't think I missed anybody else. But let me just check out a couple comments here. Train boy got loose eye. Looks like so his good eye needs to close it to keep my muscle on the other side stronger, so it won't be loose. Goodness gracious, that was a lot. Walt says I really like that CMF trainer. Shame the print on her torso looks orange instead of yellow. Yeah, I mean that's colors, and so that's gonna be a topic on Good Morning Brick World in the future. And one of them, I want to talk about color. Like pad printing types colors, and just it'll probably tie into pad printing anyways, because I'm fascinated with printing. I don't know how Lego, and I really should watch like some tutorial type videos, but like I don't know how they do some of the pad printing they do. Like some of it's easy, but real flat stuff. But like when you're getting around curves and all these layers, and just like I didn't know anything about the dual molded. Remember when I was asking about dual molded? It's like I thought it was different print the whole time. I didn't know it was like a dual mold. Anyways, great thing is, oh wait, I already read the comment. Hive says, I honestly don't think sex should be a thing in Lego anyways. Let kids enjoy toys without having to deal with the sexual orientation in any form, straight, queer. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's something to be discussed. Where's the fat minifigs?
There's a fat Thor.
There is a fat Thor.
I don't want fat minifigs, okay? I'm just saying that. That's personal.
Well, look, that's without, oh gosh, I'm going to sound real controversial when I say this, but I'm not saying it's wrong to represent. I just don't know if it'll cross a line of encouragement. You know what I mean? And look, I'm talking health. You know what I mean? I'm just talking health. That's all. Look, I'm a diabetic, so I can speak on it. I used to be a lot bigger. I can tell you that right now. But I don't also want to. This is not a show we're trying to shame anybody or hurt anybody's feelings either. So but that's a tough one. Huh?
Can I add something really, really quick?
Yes, definitely.
One of the things that we talked about Lego doing well with diversity, we talked about like careers, and you see women in all kinds of positions. You see all kinds of careers. You see like art schools. So you just don't see like, oh, you have to be a doctor or nurse. I mean, there's so many careers, and I think Lego does that well as far as just, their Iceman. There are just so many different options for a career. And I think Lego shows diversity amongst careers very well.
Yeah. And I also want to say I appreciate that Lego, because I'm referring to women. I appreciate that Lego puts women in the minifigs. Like they put them in other types of jobs than just, an office worker per se. I'm just generalizing, you know what I mean? But like you see them as police, you see them as construction, you see them as whatever, trainers, I'm just glad that it's not just they box them into one type of thing. You know what I mean? And again, the thing I also love that they do is they don't just shove stuff in your face. Lego does stuff very organically, I feel, you know, very natural. And I really appreciate that. And I just hope they continue to, you know, to keep doing stuff that's the way they're doing. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's just something that I don't feel like it's talked about enough. It gets brought up because I know, and I was going to talk about it more. We just kind of ran out of time, but you had brought up the Tips and Bricks article, Lene. I've actually have it pulled up. I was going to share it. I just, you know, and actually, you know what? We got a few minutes. Let me share it real quick because they bring up some good points. I'm not saying you've got to agree with every single thing. You know what I mean? Or even stuff. I've seen some of their past takes on some things I don't agree with as well, but that's neither here nor there. They have some definitely good messages, and that's important. So equity, inclusion, belonging, diversity. So this is like a strategy that they're trying to do to, you know, today we announced, you know, our strategy to invite you to join us on this journey. But yeah, they're, you know, obviously they're trying to include people into the space, where they're whoops, what's the wrong one? They're actively trying to, you know what I mean? It's not like, because I don't care who you are, you know what I mean? I don't care race, gender, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, Lego's great. You should build Lego. I always tell people that, but they like are really going out and trying. You know, raise awareness, collaborate with and uplift voices, make Team B accessible. I mean, I feel like that's kind of a plug more than anything. But why is it important? And look, this is the part that I think is really important. For many, Lego is a social hobby. So with this, we should be welcoming new people and creating an inclusive environment where everyone can enjoy the hobby. Now, I feel like that is definitely done. Now, as far as the outreach part, that's, you know, that's kind of more on an individual basis almost. But as far as welcoming new people, I mean, I don't really see too many people not welcoming new people. You know, as far as I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I just, you know, I feel like everybody's pretty nice about stuff like that. Additionally, at the end of the day, Lego is a children's toy representation matters for kids. Yes, I think especially when you're young, it's very, very important. We will have a more detailed post on representation coming soon. So I highly recommend going and checking them out and going through all this stuff and reading it in a little more detailed, because they explain society, equality, you know. Now, there are different things, you know, again, I'm not saying that they're like this, but like there are different things when it comes to equality that are a little more complex, like outcome and stuff. But, you know, it's just the point of this is it's just really important, like I said, to be welcoming and to include as many people, especially when people are wanting to get into the community. And I'll tell you right now, if I see anybody out there trying to tell somebody else they can't be part of the community, I'll call them out. I will blow your name up all over the damn place.
Facts.
Drew, you can't be a part of the community.
You've been get him high.
You know, because it's just important. Look, I'm not about canceling. I'm not about that. It's not about canceling. It's just, I think that if you're going to be like that, I think that everybody, especially in like a community like ours, they need to know. They need to know about that stuff.
Yeah.
So
I just want to respond to Hive Cryptid.
Uh-huh.
So they said, honestly, I say let Lego do what they want. That's exactly what we're allowing. We're on the eve of Dr. King Day, MLK Day in the US, and all we're doing is celebrating diversity, celebrating the options that we have. We're
Right.
not complaining about Lego. We're not telling them what to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
We're just highlighting and showcasing what they're doing right, what we appreciate, celebrating the diversity among ourselves.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to make sure very clear about there would be maybe some slight criticisms, maybe in our discussion about some things, but overall, I wanted this to be a positive thing. We just wanted to highlight and basically praise Lego for them including people, including disabilities. I mean, just really going like all out, man, trying to make sure, like, you know, look, you saw it on the thumbnail, but I don't have the figure because you had to buy the soccer set to get it.
The vitiligo.
Which kind of, but can I real quick, and then before we get into the live stream, I don't want to say the name because I always mess it up. What you just said, the condition. Could you get those minifig heads off online, like the pick-a-brick wall online?
Yeah.
Okay. I just because I figured you probably could.
Vitiligo. Yeah.
I figured because you can always kind of get stuff like that, but I don't know if you can get everything. Because I was just about to kind of complain about like, if you wanted one of those, you had to go buy the soccer set or go to get it on the aftermarket or whatever.
No,
but
they put it on Pick-a-Brick.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think they might have retired it. That was one of the retiring.
Because I've looked through that lately, just getting stuff, and I've looked through all the minifig heads and I didn't see any. There's some other cool ones though. But yeah, that's what this was about. It was really more of a praise Lego kind of thing, you know what I mean? Just how great they've done. And individually, we've tackled this in different ways on our own. Like I said, Rich, he's been making his armies and stuff with flesh tones instead of just yellow armies here and there. I mean, he's done different things, We've all said stuff and talked about it in our own ways. But like I said, it was just a good topic I thought for us to bring up and talk about. So, Zizu, what's going on? Good morning. And Bill Cipher, I can't remember if I said good morning or not, but if I didn't, good morning. All right, let's go ahead and do the live stream calendar, and then we shall get on to the outros and get on to the day. So let's see here. Make sure I got the volume on this time.
Volume enhance.
All right, here we go.
Good morning, Brick World, and welcome to the A-Full streaming guide for the week of January 15th to the 21st. This week's highlighted stream is the CPA Full podcast, hosted by the Lego CPA. If you're looking to keep up to date with Lego news, looking for Lego buying advice, or just talking Lego in general, the Lego CPA Full podcast is for you. Check out the stream Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Please note that all times are in Eastern Standard Time Zone, and all times are subject to change, so see description for updates. Now let's get into this week's streaming guide. Monday on Twitch at 4 a.m., Billsy, 4 p.m., Team Oldendorf of Game Time. At 8 p.m., Titanium J, 8:30 p.m., Gene's Version. On Instagram at 9 p.m., Mom and Mo. YouTube at 8 p.m., Old Drewbrickz. Tuesday on Twitch at 4 p.m., we have Jake Studs. At 6 p.m., Bricks. 8 p.m., Lightning JR. 9 p.m., Amberlia Builds. Over on YouTube at 5 p.m., Mikey J Productions. 8 p.m., Johnny Builds. And at 10 p.m., Big Anon. Wednesday on Twitch at 4 a.m., Billsy. 8:30 a.m., Minecraft Mayo. On Instagram at 6 a.m., Rainbow Brick Slug. On YouTube at 8 p.m., Quick Build Bricks, Clicking Cliff, and Bearded Brix. At 9 p.m., Two Figs One Set, Bricksmith, and Canadian Brick Builders. Thursday on Instagram at 7 a.m., The Brick Shelf and Friends. At 8 p.m., Bricks Why Not and Virginia Bricks. On YouTube at 3:30 p.m., Family Bricks. 8 p.m., The Basic Brick, Old Grey Bricks, A Couple of Brickheads. At 9 p.m., Ben's Brick Designs. Friday on YouTube at 1 p.m., Brick Trains. At 2:30 p.m., London Calling. At 7 p.m., Friday Night Bricks. 8 p.m., Building with Buds. 9 p.m., Real Whole Egg. 10 p.m., Full of Brick. Saturday on Twitch at 8 a.m., Tasman Bricks. 9 a.m., Brook Bricks. 3 p.m., Matt Mellish. 8 p.m., Lightning JR. On Instagram at 4:30 a.m., Claire Lego Mom, The Brick Shelf, Lego Auto Haas, Cooking with Bricks, and Bricks Why Not. YouTube at 6:30 p.m., the CPA Full Podcast. 9 p.m., A Full After Dark. 10 p.m., Macro Bricks. Sunday on Twitch at 12 p.m., Gene's Version. At 8 p.m., Mapping the Miles. On Instagram at 8:30 p.m., Build Away the Sunday Scaries. YouTube at 10 a.m., Good Morning Brick World. 7 p.m., Ben's Brick Designs. 1 p.m., Tricky Bricks. 2 p.m., Bad Blondie's Bricks. 3 p.m., Halo Time. 3:30 p.m., The Brick Bods. 7 p.m., Hollin' and Ballin'. And at 9 p.m., Moments of the Magic. That's been the streaming guide for this week. If you're interested in being part of next week's streaming guide, DM me, Brick and Brood. Take care, everybody.
Rock on, rock on, rock on. Thank you, as always, Brick and Brood, for your live stream calendar. Always great. Also, a couple people jumped in the chat. I wanted to say hello to Brent Brix.
Yo.
Good morning. Good morning. Says I'm off to work. Have a great day at work, brother. Somebody else was out there I just saw too. Brickman USA. What's happening? Good morning. All right. Well, it's been a great show as always. Talking about some good stuff, getting everybody's opinions about things. Obviously, interacting with all of you. And just some good old-fashioned fun. All right, Brick Babe, you got anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to plug, complain about, grievances?
Yeah, I have an exciting week coming up. So, Mom and Mo, Monday always, and then I think Drewski and I are gonna make some waves.
Oh,
unless you booted me, Drew.
Yeah, you're gone. Bye.
Okay, well then that's still coming up, and then I'll be on London calling.
Woo.
I'll be on
whoa, London calling.
Hey. So yeah, that's it for me this week. So make sure you check me out. I'm a new co-host on Bricking with the Beard. That's an exclusive announcement.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
That's some exclusive news right there.
Oh man.
Even Rich is like, whoa.
I didn't
You heard it here
yet.
first.
Rich is like, I did hear it here first.
And then we're gonna bring you on next week, Hive. I mean, we're just missing us too. We feel left out.
Oh, that's right. So just so everybody knows, and we'll bring it up again, but like the 22nd, right, Drew? Was it 22nd?
21st and 11th.
21st. So
boy.
Drew, so that's when you're gonna be at Atlanta, right?
Yeah, so next weekend I won't be here. I'll be at Brick Universe in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So if you're near the area, come stop by. I will be there. Love to meet anybody and hang out, talk about Lego. And I'll be at Atlanta BrickCon. What is that? The 11th, I think.
11th.
So I'll only be there on the Sundays. So make sure you guys are there. You'll see me walking around. You'll get to meet my girlfriend, which she'll hate me saying this right now. But so make sure you guys come by, say hello, and I'd love to talk and meet all y'all. So.
Yeah, awesome. Anything else you want to shout out or plug or?
Brick Style Shop as always.
Yeah, we had put the link in the chat. I'll put it in the chat again.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to go check that out.
Bricking with the Beard on Wednesdays. That's always fun. Where my Drew dog's at. But with today's conversation, I think everyone should always go with every conversation is seek to understand before being understood. Don't ever forget that. I think a lot of people in the country and all over the world forget that, and because it's easy to put ourselves first. It's very easy to do that. Everyone struggles with that. I struggle with it, but if you strive to surrender and seek to understand first, your life will become a lot easier. So
it is always important.
That's my shameless plug there.
No, that's good advice, man. In life, you should try obviously it's difficult sometimes, but you should try to understand through other people's eyes.
Exactly
what it's like being in their shoes, maybe some stuff like that. But
I got a couple more videos coming out. I got another Minecraft build. I haven't started on it, so it's gonna come out soon. But
rock on.
I got let me see here. Where is it? This? I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but I didn't know this city set was coming out.
Yeah, it's a neat one,
and
man.
It's pretty sick. This might become my new sigfig. But it's the most Italian looking minifigure out there with his like gold chain and jumpsuit. I don't know. I just like it. And I think he would look kind of cool holding a hot dog. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing how to make this better and kind of mock it up and make it look real cool. So stay tuned for that.
Rock on. And your comment definitely hit home with people, man. Rich, what about you, sir?
I may also be in Atlanta BrickCon. I am not sure yet.
No, you will be there.
I might be. I don't know yet.
We're live streaming Bricking with the Beard from there.
Oh boy,
that's on a Wednesday, so we couldn't do that.
No, we are doing it. It's just as you're number 2 guy. It's happening.
Well, details obviously to come. Because I'm sure Rich has got to be there. You know.
I have a castle video that I'm actually releasing as soon as we end this. The only thing I got to do is create the thumbnail, which is pretty much already done. I just have to add some words. Come hang out on Wednesdays with us and see who gets the dogs and who don't get the dogs. And if you're wondering,
Careful what you say there, Stud Sidious.
If you're wondering where the oh no, it is not. Can we block him for saying something about a pizza over a hot dog?
I'm not worried about the pizza, what he's talking about. I'm talking about the word he's choosing to identify.
Oh, there you go.
But I definitely come hang out with us Wednesdays, see what goes on. We've definitely transformed a lot, and if you would like to see me anywhere else, I'll also be taking over Mom and Mo on Monday. On Instagram.
Which one are you, Mom or Mo?
Both.
You have it. It's yours.
Rock on.
We missed 2 comments. I'm sorry. Lego Longoria said he would be at BrickCon Atlanta, and so did Southern Brick Guy.
Oh, rock on.
Sweet, yeah.
Well,
I would love to meet all y'all. We'll definitely have to take a picture and we'll put it up here on Good Morning Brick World. It's a celebration.
Yeah.
Bill Cipher said that his script he's writing is almost done. He just has to add a bunch of words.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I guess as far as me, I just put out a new week in review. The Lego room almost turned into the swimming pool. Pretty crazy.
I saw that, dude. That was pretty wild.
I was getting a little worried, dude. There was a lot of water, dude.
That would have been a great video. Does Lego float?
All I know is I was like, honey, I was like, should we keep living here? Because, dude, it wasn't even that crazy of a storm. I was like, I can't imagine a hurricane coming through here, man. Anyway, so I just put that out, and I don't know, I'll have other stuff coming out too. So, it's kind of crazy. I might actually have a stream tonight, maybe. I don't have to work tomorrow, so.
Just in Pink Will said she'll be at Atlanta BrickCon.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Hang out. It'd be cool.
With new Hashima. Did I say that right? Hashima. Dude, everybody's been telling me how to pronounce that for about a year now, and I still can't say it right. I'm so dumb. Well, it's time to jack the house up and put some stilts underneath. Oh boy. All right. Well, that being said, we appreciate you guys. We'll definitely see you guys next week. Except for Drew. Drew won't be here next week, but we'll be okay. We'll survive. We'll get through it.
But I'll still have a segment if you guys would like to see another segment.
So yeah, Drew will probably have a segment for us. So I guess he'll still be here in heart. So, all right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do the outro. That's where we highlight the members. We appreciate them. Usually, in front of a backdrop or some sort. And yeah, like I said, man, we appreciate you guys. Had a good time talking about our subject today. And don't forget, go to everybody's channel, like them, support them, go subscribe to them. And
happy MLK Day tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Happy MLK Day. All right, peace out, guys. We'll see you next week.